Yo, what's up guys? I'm Nuo, and today I want to tackle one of the more interesting debates in Destiny. Charged with Light mods versus Warmind cells. Both Charged with Light mods and Warmind cells are extremely powerful mods that can be slotted into your armor's 4th mod slot. They provide insane benefits that can seriously alter your playstyle and enhance your ability to complete higher difficulty content. I have already made 2 videos where I rank each Charged with Light mod and Warmind Cell mod in a tier list. If you're interested in that, there will be a link in the description. To start off, I will say that both Charged with Light mods and Warmind Cell mods can have their time in the spotlight. At the end of the day, it will come down to personal preference. However, there are clear situations where one system is stronger than the other. To help tackle this, let's start with the pros and cons of each mod system. Charged with Light. The strength from Charged with Light mods comes from the Become Charged with Light mods. It is important when crafting a build that you are able to consistently get Charged with Light. Taking Charge, Shield Break Charge, and Empowered Finish are the generic mods. There are also archetype specific mods such as Blast Radius, where kills with a rocket launcher or grenade launcher will charge you with light. And there's also the arc mods such as Powerful Friends and Radiant Light. You could also opt into a hybrid Warmind mod like Incinerating Light, where blowing up Warmind cells and defeating enemies with a Warmind cell charges you with light. If we analyze those mods, you will realize the primary ways to get charged with light are Orbs of Light, Elemental Shield Break, multi-kills with specific weapon types, casting supers, and Warmind cells. Empowering Finish also exists, but it's a very niche pick. As a result, Charged with Light mods will be powerful in activities where your team is able to use many supers, generate orbs, break shields, or get easy multi-kills. One of the downsides with Charged with Light mods is the effects they give are not always active. For example, if you use something like High Energy Fire, any kill will make you lose a stack. Something like Protective Light is useful, but it's only useful once your shield breaks, so when your shield is not broken, you're not getting any benefit from Charged with Light. Moving over to Warmind cells, one of the massive pros to Warmind cells is the add clear potential. Warmind cells do 24,864 damage in the Lost Sector on the moon, which is easily enough to kill most red bars. Some of the tankier red bars, like Cabal Gladiators, might tank the explosions, but the majority of red bars are going to die. Another interesting thing about Warmind cells is that, unlike most weapons, they do the exact same damage to all enemy types. Majors, orange bars, bosses, whatever, they all do 24,864 at this power level. They do have a little bit of damage fall off depending on how far away the enemy is though. However, it is not as drastic as the damage fall off for a shotgun, for example. They'll still do at least half the damage, I believe. Spawning Warmind cells works on a points-based system. Once you reach 5 points, a cell spawns. Defeating red bars is worth 1 point, majors are worth 3 points, and bosses are worth 5 points. So if you defeat 1 major and 2 red bars, you'll spawn a Warmind cell. If you defeat 1 boss, you'll spawn a Warmind cell. If you defeat 5 red bars, you'll spawn a Warmind cell, and so forth. If you're going to use Warmind cells, you're going to need a large mass of enemies in each room or activity. Warmind cells work best in smaller rooms with high enemy densities. Compared to the Charged with Light mods, the effects of Warmind cells can be a little bit more beneficial. Clearing out entire waves of enemies or debuffing waves of enemies is very strong. However, in order to spawn a Warmind cell, you need a Seraph weapon or use Wrath of Rasputin with Solar Splash damage. This can sometimes limit your loadout. Another drawback is teammates. If both you and your teammate shoot a Warmind cell, there's a good chance it will simply stop working. Still, in my opinion, if you can fit a 7th Seraph weapon in your loadout, Warmind cells are probably the stronger choice in on-level content such as strikes, gambit, and seasonal activities. They are also useful in swarm-based dungeon and raid encounters, such as Security and the Descent in the Deepstone Crypt, both Shirochi and the Queen's Walk in Last Wish, all encounters in Garden of Salvation except for maybe the Consecrated Mind, the entirety of Prophecy, and the Chamber of Suffering in Pit of Heresy, as well as the entrance to the Shattered Throne dungeon. For the encounters in the dungeons I mentioned, they are especially strong when solo, and they can be used to get your solo clears or even your solo flawless clears of those dungeons. As for this season's Nightfalls, Warmind cells are going to be more effective in Nightfalls such as the Broodhold and the Disgraced. On the other hand, Charged with Light mods benefit from more long-range and open activities, or activities with few adds. I would argue Charged with Light mods are stronger against Atrax and Taniks in the Deepstone Crypt, Kali, Morgoth, Vault, and Riven in Last Wish, the Consecrated Mine in Garden of Salvation, Necropolis and Zulmak in Pit of Heresy, in both Morgith and Dullinkaru in Shattered Throne. The Nightfalls this season where they're charged with light mods are going to be more beneficial include the Glassway and the Inverted Spire. At the end of the day, both mod systems are excellent, and you shouldn't hesitate to run a mixture of the two if you find it useful. In most of the Grandmaster Nightfalls this season, I run a very basic build. Global Reach, Warmind's Protection, Taking Charge, Protective Light, and either Radiant Light or Powerful Friends if I'm on my Hunter. I hope you found this discussion useful today. If you did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more content like this. As always, have a good one.